Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Leilani and today I am going to show you my eyeshadow palette collection. I've been wanting to do this video for quite a while now because I love the collection that I've accumulated thus far. It's a little big, honestly. I feel like I spend too much on eyeshadow palettes, but I thought that I'd share it anyways because I really love eyeshadow and it's just like a fun video to do and it's an easy video to do. So yeah, that is what I'm going to be doing today. But before I get into this video, please go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up if you do enjoy it. Go ahead and comment down below if you have any of these palettes that you might want that you don't have. I've done a good amount of reviews on a lot of the palettes that I have ever since I started this channel. So if you want to go and check out those videos, go ahead and do that. And go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I would be so grateful if you did. I post every single Wednesday and Friday. I think that I can say with confidence now that I post every single Wednesday and every single Friday. So if you want to catch those uploads, you should subscribe. So yeah, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into this video. So I'm gonna try to go in chronological order. I'm not gonna go like in fully chronological order, but I kind of remember when I got everything. So I'm gonna start out with my first palettes, which are very sad, but yeah, that's just what I'm gonna do. So, you know, just to give you like, I guess it's like an evolution of my makeup collection in a way. So my first palette, I remember when I got this palette, it was for Christmas and I wanted eyeshadow because I was getting into makeup, and this is my first palette. It's like one of these like really cheap like nudes palette. I thought it was like the Urban Decay nudes. I really did not know anything about makeup, but yeah, I never ever touched this palette. So I don't even know why I have it anymore, but this is my first one, pretty much my first palette. Then I have this one from e.l.f. I'm pretty sure I stole this from my mom. It's just like these basic ones. This shimmer shade right here is actually really pretty, but I do not use this. Then I have this Wet n Wild palette, and it's the same sort of setup as the e.l.f. one, but with like, you can make like two different looks with this palette. And this shimmer shade is actually really gorgeous. They have like, this has like some really cute shades. Actually, they're all shimmer shades. Yeah, anyways, there's that. I then have this palette. It has like, you know those like all-in-one palettes? This is one of them from Profusion, and I actually use this palette. I got this palette for prom when I was a junior. The evolution, goodness, okay. Next I have this Urban Decay Shadow Box palette. Now this palette I stole from my mother. I just straight up took it out of her room. I never use this palette because it's all shimmers. And I'm the type where if I'm going to do a look, I want to use like one palette unless I'm just like messing around with makeup. But even when I'm messing around with makeup, I just never use this palette. And I mean, it has like some pretty, I don't know. I guess I don't know. It's weird because it's my only Urban Decay and I never use it and I never really want to. Next, I'm just going to go ahead and show all of these sort of at the same time. So I have my Makeup Revolution Reloaded palettes. I love these things and they're coming out with more and I really want to get them. I feel like they're really good quality for their price. They're only $7. I've filmed with a good amount of these palettes. Well, I have 4 of them and they're like really pretty. So here's this first one. It's these Neutrals 2. I remember getting this and just being so excited to play with it. It was only $7, so I was really excited. And then I got this one at the same time. And I don't use this one as much because I don't really use earthy tones. But I do really, I like this palette. The only thing is that it only has 2 shimmers, so I don't really use it as much as the other ones. And then I have this Velvet Rose palette. Really gorgeous, really gorgeous. I use this shade right here as highlight. I used to use it as highlight a lot. It's still a really gorgeous highlight. So yeah, and then I have this last one, which is the Iconic Fever palette. Really gorgeous palette. I did a full review on this palette as well, if you want to go ahead and check that out, but this is just a really pretty palette. So overall, these Makeup Revolution Reloaded palettes are definitely amazing. only $7. You should just pick them up. By the way, I have all of my palettes in these boxes. I actually decorated one of the boxes, and I'm still decorating them. Just when I have time, I like to do collages like these. I put all of my makeup in boxes because I can't really like just store them or like buy drawers or things like that. I just store them in these boxes. Obviously I have to go ahead and decorate that box, but I think it's really cute like to decorate the boxes. Anyway, that was just like, I don't know, that was something random, but I'm gonna go ahead and get into the rest of them. The next palette that I have is this NYX Ultimate Shadow palette. I went into Macy's. I wanted to get this palette. I had a gift card. I used my gift card on this palette. I was like, okay, you know, I'm gonna do it. They had to ship it to my house because they didn't have any in store. And I got the palette and I used it and I was like, I don't like this. Like, it's just not super pigmented. Like, you have to really build up this palette, and I feel like I have other eyeshadow palettes where you don't have to build it up that much, and I just felt like it was really powdery and just, yeah, really powdery, and I don't know, some of these shades are good, but I wanted a colorful palette and I felt like this was a letdown. So yeah, maybe I need to try it out more, but for the first few tries I was like, nah, this isn't really good to me. So there's that on that. The next palette I have is this palette from Hard Candy. I just got it from Walmart. I had just gotten all of this like graduation money, and like I got a gift card from Walmart, so I was like, let me get a cute palette, and I got this one. It's cute. The shimmers are a little chunky, a lot of fallout, and honestly, I don't know, it's just not really, I don't use this. So I used it a little bit, but I don't really use it now, so there's that. Next, I have my Morphe, I think this is the 35F. This is 35F. This palette has gorgeous shimmers, and I did a review on this palette. And in my review, I said that the reason why it doesn't have enough mattes. I feel like with palettes, you just have to have an equal amount of shimmers and mattes. With this palette, you're always just gonna have a brown in the crease, and then maybe some black to smoke it out, maybe, and then like a really pretty shimmer shade, but it's like, what's the point? I mean, I guess you could try something with the shimmer shades, which I did in the video, but I don't know, I want to use this palette more because I really do like Morphe's formula, but this one is just like, I don't know. Don't use it as much as I should. Next, I have this palette, which was just like an impulse buy. You know when like you go to Ulta and you're about to get in line and you see all that makeup that's on sale and you're just like, ooh, this is way cheaper than everything else in the store. Why is it way cheaper than everything else in the store? This is why I mean, there's a lot of shades in here. I forgot, this might have been like $10 or something like that. My thing is that these shades aren't very good. You know, and I'm not just gonna fish through it and try every single shade to find the ones that I like. So maybe I'll use this in the future, but honestly, it's kind of a bust. Yeah. See, I should just stop doing impulse buys. That's that on that. I think that this box has been like my most used box, or like the palettes that I'm really feeling. So first I have this Counting Hearts Love You Very Much palette. I love this palette. If you saw I forget which, it was like one of my recent videos. I forgot what it was titled, but this palette is so gorgeous. I think it was called like Purple Cut Crease. I use this palette, absolutely stunning. You need to pick this up if you haven't. I think it's like $14, 28 shades, really gorgeous, really unique. I would say to purchase this. My only thing with it is that there are a good amount of mattes. It's just not my type of mattes, you know, but really pretty and unique palette. Next, I have this BH Cosmetics palette that I got for Christmas. I don't use this palette because it is not dark enough. With it, it's just way too pastel type for me, and with this shade, like with all of these shades, I would want some warm tone browns, and I don't have any of those in this palette, so I never ever use this palette, which sucks because I got it for a gift. But if I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't pick this up for me personally. Like, I wouldn't pick this up for myself. But yeah, I still appreciate getting the gift though, you know. Next, I'm going to show my Juvia's Place palettes. So the first Juvia's Place palette that I got was this Afrique palette, which I think I did a video on every single one of these palettes, if I'm gonna be honest, so you should go check those out. I did a dedicated review of this palette. Absolutely stunning, works really nicely. I remember I wore this to like a Dodger game and I was just feeling my eyeshadow. I was like loving it. Yeah, and I really like supporting Juvia's Place because it is a Black owned brand. So if you are looking for a Black owned brand, I mean, it's Black History Month, if you're looking for a Black owned brand to support, I would say that Juvia's Place is a really good one. Really affordable products, and really good quality. And I mean, just this packaging is absolutely stunning. I know it's dirty, but absolutely stunning packaging. And yeah, I really like these colors. I just like the whole vibe of Juvia's Place. The next one that I got, which is extremely dirty, one of them was not this shade right here, which is so sad because this shade is absolutely beautiful. It wasn't potted correctly, like it wasn't glued down correctly, so it literally just like fell out. It smashed everywhere and it just like got all over my palette. But this palette is so amazing. I love this palette. It's so pretty. These shimmers are everything. And paired with the other ones, I feel like you can make such cool looks. So I really wanted like a rainbowish type palette with these colors in it. So yeah. And this is the Masquerade Mini. Then I got this palette. It's the Zulu palette by Juvia's Place. My friend got it for me for Christmas. She knows me. She knows that I die for Juvia's Place. I was definitely eyeing this palette because I've been wanting to get into really colorful shadows, and I mean this one is just, I mean, these shades are just really beautiful. And this shade right here, let me just swatch. I haven't swatched anything, but like look at that. Look at that. Yeah. This palette is amazing. So I'm really grateful that I got this. And then the last Juvia's Place palette that I got was this Saharan palette. I did a review of this palette. My only thing is that it only has 4 mattes, but these, like this shimmer is absolutely stunning. This shimmer is super unique. These are just beautiful shimmer shades. And this black is amazing. So if you want to do like a really good cut crease, I would say that this is a palette that you do a cut crease for. Now my last 2 palettes are Morphe palettes. So I'm gonna start off with this what is it called? The 15S Social Butterfly palette. I got this palette for like $9. It was on sale. I love this palette. First of all, I love that it has a mirror. Second of all, I just love like this neon pink and this neon purple, but this like really like dark green, and then all of these like really unique shimmer shades, and then they have a black, but then they have like this like, you know, brown right here, and this, you know, kind of neutralish like colors. I just really like this palette. I like the setup of it. I think it's just a really cool palette to play with. Also, I love this like maroon color. I just think that this is a really cool palette. So I'm really glad that I picked it up. It's easily like one of my favorites that I have. I always pick it up, so yeah. And then my last palette, and this might be my favorite one. I'm not sure, but because I do love, like I love my Juvias and everything like that, but this Jaclyn Hill Bling Boss palette is absolutely everything. Like when I tell you This is a palette that I took with me on a trip. I'm probably gonna take this on the next trip that I go on. Like, this is just like quintessential me. I really love reds and warm tones and, you know, like purples. I'm really into those. And I think that this has those shades that I really enjoy, but it also has like this really amazing like black purple, you know, like shift of it's just beautiful. These shades right here are absolutely stunning. You could do so much with this palette, and it was only $15, which is insanity. I told myself I would not buy this palette because of all the controversy with this whole launch, but I ended up buying it after Smoky Glow told me to buy it. Once Smoky Glow said that she liked it, I was like, okay, then it must be good, and it's amazing. I absolutely love this palette. I adore this palette, and yeah, amazing palette. Definitely go pick it up if you know, are looking for a palette like that. So yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for like watching me go through all of my makeup, and you see how much I spent on makeup that I shouldn't have spent, but I did, and it's just, it is what it is. Can't take it back now. But yeah, that is it. Please go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Go ahead and comment down below which one of these palettes you have. Give your own little review in the comments. If you want any of these palettes, which palettes you want, anything like that. Go ahead, and a lot of these, every single one of these palettes almost, I've done a video like with almost all of these palettes, so you should go ahead and check those out, especially like the more recent ones that I pulled. You should just go ahead and check those out on my channel. Please go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you want to. I would be so grateful if you did. Again, I post every single Wednesday and every single Friday. And yeah, that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!